I can't lie, sometimes the joy of Beyblade X comes from making the wackiest combos and just launching them. We're around Beyblades a lot, and it's only natural that we want to use 100% of our brain to curate the goofiest combinations. And that's what happened when one of our members picked up some random Go Circle combo and declared it the Mobile Deflection Beyblade. First of all, second of all, when we were testing it, it was shockingly deflecting hits so well. So that got me thinking, why does this goofy Beyblade actually deflect hits, and how can we make it better? Starting off with the blade Go Circle, it's got two very unique properties. It's super round compared to all the other Beyblades in the series, and it's also super light. Being circular in Beyblade is the best shape possible. It's because the circle is even all around. This means during a collision, energy is evenly distributed. This in turn minimizes the impact of hits. But what I'm describing to you right now is absorbing hits. We don't want to just absorb hits, we want to shoo them away. Well, that's where Go Circle's incredibly lightweight comes into play. Being a light Beyblade, Go Circle's rotational inertia is low. Rotational inertia is the measure of an object's resistance to changes in its rotational state. Having a lower rotational inertia means that you are more susceptible to moving around when there's something actually trying to affect your spin. While this can be seen as a weakness in Beyblades, it actually works to our favor. Because of our superior shape, we can take hits extremely well. So when we get hit, instead of defaulting into the middle and taking a ton of damage, we deflect, pushing ourselves aside and sliding away, hence the dynamic part of our deflection. Unlike our first deflection combo, which was focused on staying in the middle of the stadium, our combo aims to skirt away after each strike, avoiding taking huge repeated strikes by deflecting ourselves away. Secondly, the ratchet we had on the random Go Circle combo was 450, the shortest ratchet in the game. Now, why is being so close to the ground beneficial? Well, the lower our Beyblade, the lower our center of mass. So during a collision, wobbling and tipping is wildly decreased. This is because by having a lower center of gravity, torque generated by incoming hits is reduced, meaning we are able to stay upright more and deflect force sideways. Think of a sports car. They're low to the ground, making them stable and grounded and harder to flip over. Meanwhile, a vehicle with a higher center of mass like a truck is much easier to tip. Finally is the bit. We were fashioning the good old low rush, but why does this attack bit actually help us with deflection? Well, first of all, that's where the dynamic part of the name comes from. Because it's a flat tip, it moves aggressively around the stadium. By being high friction, it sticks to the stadium. Gripping the stadium more prevents us from getting sent away. The mobility and grip provided by Low Rush allows us to have quick glances with our opponent, which is exactly what we want. The whole point of this combo is to bring a whole new idea of defense. Instead of sitting in the middle of the stadium and praying, we aim to proactively eject and avoid game-ending collisions via controlled deflections during skirmishes. And there you have it, the dynamic deflection Beyblade, Go Circle, 450, Low Rush. What in the hell is dynamic deflection? Well, we'll see, because I don't know. First up, we have, throwing it right into the deep end, Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate. Ghost is like 10 grams lighter than Dragoon.
It's holding its own though.
Nothing in the weight department, but spin stealing is both ways. And that super round shape can do bits against spin stealing. Especially because Dragoon not looking that stable.
Yeah, it doesn't leave Dragoon with much to steal off of. And we see that come to play, spin finish.
Alright, let's run that back. Dragoon on the offensive. Ghost sweeping the bottom of the stadium. Tons of spin Dragoon has, you rarely see that. It's another tight affair.
Looking like Ghost low-key.
Yeah, Ghost comes out on top. Just. See if a side swap changes anything.
Nearly getting an X finish, but Dragoon stays in.
Dragoon hitting hard. Dragoon looking very stable, but these tiny taps can change the course of an entire battle. Especially if Dragoon doesn't get the touches at the end.
And it's Ghost.
close, but I think it was Ghost. Alright, final battle. So far, Ghost doing well. They've been extremely tight battles. Ooh, both getting destabilizing hits in. It's gonna be a really close finish.
Ghost gets it.
Ghost as the victor. All right, next up we have Phoenix Swing 360 Low Rush. All right, let's see that attack power. Ooh,
Nearly getting X finished.
dodging.
It's gonna come down to spin finish, much like the Dragoon matchups.
Phoenix losing power fast. Ghost not so much. Easy.
Spin finish.
Ghost Phoenix charging up.
Nice hits from Ghost actually onto Phoenix.
Ghost taking the hits very well.
But losing a lot of stability here.
All right, who's gonna come out on top? Ghost looks like it's just about to fall down. But so is
Not
Phoenix.
yet. Ghost gets it.
All right. Side swap, both
Chasing
missing
each other on the
every
rail.
hit. Apart from that, Phoenix looks like it has well enough stamina.
They're now just chasing around each other, stalking the prey.
Surprise, Ghost not in any trouble so far of getting knocked out. Just a spin, finish, merchant. Alright, final battle.
Like 3 contacts out of all those X dashes.
One more one left in Phoenix. Battle slowing down, which is exactly what Ghost wants. Has so much stamina.
Yeah, manages to retain a lot of spin.
That's Ghost. We're keeping up the attack next to Shark skill 960 LR. Maybe Shark or not at the ratchet.
Sending Shark into disarray with that hit that it dealt to Ghost. Somehow, Shark gets the damage. But it's going to come down to spin finish.
Expecting Ghost to take a lot more damage than that. Maybe it's taking too much there. And Shark looks a bit too strong.
Yeah.
Oof, too easy. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh, what a win.
Ghost surviving that. Last battle, maybe a bit lucky for Ghost. Oh no, the luck continues after surviving so many hard hits.
Deflection.
That's true. Alright, final battle. Ooh. Ghost taking the hits very well.
Taking an onslaught from Shark.
But I think that's way too much.
That's all she wrote for Ghost.
If only it was 950. Alright, for the final challenge, we've done it against attack types. You know, you're meant to deflect against attack types. But how could it possibly deflect against Wizard Rod 160 Hexa? Alright, Wizard Rod, the heaviest of our opponents so far.
Trying to circle in for some attacks.
Oof.
But Ghost is looking worse from it.
Literally nothing can be done. And it's going to be a slow death. Alright, ooh!
Nearly getting
slags.
X finish.
Trying out a new technique.
Ooh. Hitting hard. Hitting very hard for Ghost.
Oh, Hexa scraping.
But yeah, Hexa holds on the rod.
This is very sad.
And it's gonna be a spin finish. It's very dragged. Spin finish.
Shit. Oh. Hard launches.
And an over finish.
Shit. Ghost. Not much of a big points guy. This whole video. But maybe.
And it gets a.
Just maybe.
It gets it. Over finish.
Over finish from the deflection master. And there you have it, the dynamic deflection Beyblade. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos. MBBC out.